This is a Cheap Adventure to Rabat and Casablanca in Morocco, Africa. And this is my first ever time in Africa. Well, I have been to Lanzarote, which is an African island, but that's owned by Spain. This is the first time I've been to proper Africa, and here's my plane arriving into Rabat airport. So then, Morocco is not in the European Union, so once again, no European Union niceties. And just like Ukraine, you have to withdraw cash here, because a lot of the time you'll be handing over cash to street sellers, as there's very few actual shops here and very few places take cards. And the thieving cash machine at the airport charged £2 to withdraw cash, and I had to have cash to get on the bus, so I was stuck having to use this machine, and my bank charges me £1.50 on top of that, so £3.50 just to withdraw cash. What a rip-off. So then I now get on a bus into Rabat, which cost £1.60.
He's got a guilty as well.
And here is Rabat. I've arrived in the evening and it's already dark. And I go to the first lift, which is an Otis Gen 2. Now, along to a place where I was staying, and talk about being thrown straight into the deep end. The place where I was staying was in the Medina, the market town. And if you're not used to Africa, these really do take you by surprise. When you enter the Medinas, it is a complete culture shock. It is very different to what you're used to back home. There's narrow, little tiny streets with people everywhere trying to sell you stuff. It is intense, and it's the middle of the night, and I had to navigate these small streets to find where my hotel was, and I couldn't use data on my phone because data costs £6 a megabyte because it's outside the EU. And yes, it was pretty intense going around here at night, especially since on the travel advice for Morocco it says don't go down the narrow alleys at night. Well, I didn't exactly have a choice because that's where my hotel is. And eventually I found my hotel, and this hotel was really nice and cost £25 per night, and the person running this place was very friendly. And here's my hotel room, which is very nice. So then it's now the next day, and this is what a hotel looks like in the daytime. So then, I now leave my hotel and let's take a look at the Medina in the daytime. Now this is like nothing you'll find in Europe. It is very different here. The Medina, or market town, are narrow, little tiny streets, and there's people absolutely everywhere just trying to sell stuff. And in the Medina, there's no actual shops to be seen. It's all just people sitting there selling things. And outside the Medina, there's also very few shops, and most of the time you're actually buying stuff from street sellers here. And it's absolutely chaos in these Medinas. There's people everywhere. It's jam solid with people trying to buy stuff, people selling stuff, and you have to keep your bag very close to you because there's a lot of opportunist people. If they get the opportunity, will take something out of your bag, so you have to be very careful with these streets. It is intense and so different from back at home. It's really interesting here. So this Medina is like the old town. This is what Rabat was like many years ago. So we now leave Medina and take a look at the more modern parts of Rabat, and this is what it looks like. And along I go to the first lift, which is a very interesting Moroccan lift. This lift does feel incredibly cheap and rackety. Let's ride it. And now along to the next lift, but sadly quite a few of the lifts here require a key to use it, so only the people that live in this building can use the lift. That's so disappointing. And now let's take a look at the Rabat trams. These trams are Citadis trams. It's a bit disappointing they've just got an off-the-shelf tram. It'd have been nice if they'd done something a bit more unique, but never mind, these trams are still pretty interesting. Let's take a ride on it. And along I go to the train station, and this is what a train station looks like. And here's a Schindler escalator which hasn't finished being installed. A lot of Morocco is very French. There's two languages here on all of the signs, French and Arabic. So I could actually navigate Morocco better than I could navigate Ukraine, since Ukraine everything is in Ukrainian, which is in Russian speak. I couldn't understand a thing. Here at least the French is in Latin speak. Even though I can't read French, the French on street signs is very easy to understand. Very different about Africa. The lack of health and safety. These trains run with the doors open. There's nothing to check up the doors are shut. If you don't shut the door on this train, a lot of people don't. The train will literally just go along with its doors open. And this train goes 100 miles an hour with open doors. This is so dangerous. This would never be allowed back at home. This is so interesting. So let's take a ride on this train and listen to the motor sound. Then I now arrive into Casablanca, and here is Casablanca station. Also notice the train signal. This is a French signal. Pretty much everything on these railways is French. And they're building a new station building here, but this building isn't yet complete. And now go along to my first lift surf, which is an epic 3.5 metre a second Schindler M series with destination dispatch. This lift has Schindler's full intelligent levelling, perfect control deacceleration all the way from full speed to stopped. This lift is completely awesome. Shut up, music. Spoiling my M series. Don't know if I've got a close button. Part covered by the panelling. It's a fail. Whee. Right then, let's take a look around Casablanca. And along we go to the next lift, which has a very loud levelling stage. And now go along to the Casablanca trams. The Casablanca trams are very similar to the Rabat trams. These are also Alstom Citadis trams. These trams are very long. These two Citadis trams join together, and this tram system feels very French. This is very much how the French do their trams. For example, look at this sign, the T1 tram routes. That is a French sign, very similar to Paris. And also look at its Starman light on the pedestrian crossings that lights up when the tram's coming. This is a French sign. So then, let's ride the Casablanca trams.
المحطة القادمة سيدي عبد الرحمن. Prochaine station سيدي عبد الرحمن. station, Riviera.
Renate Campo.